Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understanding.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing my natural makeup look. It is a no makeup look, and let's get started. The first thing I did was wash my face, and now we can apply any serum of your choice. I am going to be applying vitamin C. And this is optional, you don't have to do it. As you can see, this is my natural skin without filter, with no makeup. And I have a few pimples, a little bit of acne, but that's normal. Everyone suffers with it. Please do not feel like your skin has to be perfect. No one is perfect. And the next thing you have to do is apply sunscreen. Please apply sunscreen, no matter how cloudy it is, no matter what time of the year it is. It is November for me right now, and I still apply it no matter what. So please apply sunscreen. It helps with anti-aging and to make your skin look more like glass skin. Now that we're done with that, we're going to add our primer. Okay, so now this is optional. You don't have to, but I never used to use primer, and then I started using it, and I noticed that it made my makeup look a lot better. That is why I use it now. Okay, so now my next step is to use concealer. I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. I use a bit in the inner corners, a bit in the outer corners to make my face look a bit more lifted, a bit on my forehead, a bit on my nose, some to cover up that mustache, and then on my imperfect spots. High spots conceal. And maybe a dot like, just to make myself look a bit more presentable and alive. Now we go and we blend. Okay, so now I just added concealer on my acne spots and time to blend it out. I left it sitting there for a while so that it can give it a little bit more coverage. But then again, this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer is not full coverage, so it's not going to cover it all. Okay, so now my next step is bronzer. I have the Sheet Glam bronzer. It's very dirty, in the shade Warm Honey, and it is very dark for me, so I use very little. I just put some on this little brush that I have, and I put some on my nose like that. Where's my mirror? Some on my nose under there, on top of here, And then I add a bit on my forehead here to give me that lifted look. And if I'm feeling like it, I add a bit to my cheekbones. Only a bit though. I don't like a lot because it's really dark for me. Sorry if you hear my brother in the background. Okay, so next I grab my beauty blender and I blend. With a beauty blender, I blend everything else except for the nose. The nose, I blend it out with my fingers to make it look more natural and to adjust it as my liking. As you can see, I add a tiny bit because I do not like how it looks on me, and I also got it really dark when I got it, so yeah. With the excess, I go in my jaw, and then I go in and blend my nose with my fingers, as I said. And I blend a little bit with the beauty blender. And then finger. And then I blend out my nose bridge with my fingers and a bit with the beauty blender. As you can see, I bring it up all the way to my nose because it gives it the illusion that that's my real nose shape. Well, I don't really think I do a dramatic nose contour. I don't think so at all. So yeah, that's all I did right there. And my next step is I add cream highlight on, and then I go in with my blush. Now I go in with my homemade cream highlight, which I just use sunscreen and highlight and mix it in and put it in a little container. So now I just add it into my cheekbones. I added a bit too much right here. A bit on my nose tip, on my nose bridge, and then on my eyebrow bone. And I blend. Sorry about sniffling. I don't know why I'm sniffling so much. And then the excess, I just put it on my chin and on my collarbone. And it gives me a really glowy look. And next step is my blush. Okay, so I have this Sheet Glam blush, the shimmer blush in the shade Love Cake, but I ran out of it, so I'm using highlight. I'm gonna try to use as much as I can with this. Sorry, it's not coming out. A little bit on my nose, it came out. I gotta like really push it in to give me that blush. Now we're gonna blend that out with okay, so now I feel like that's not pink enough, so the next thing I do is I grab my lipstick. This is a lipstick I use for my lips, so I match it to my lips. Match my blush to my lips. Now I'm gonna add a bit. Not too much. And a bit on my nose. And a little more on the other side. So now I blend that out. Beat my face. I put a bit on my chin and a bit on my forehead, just a tiny bit. I think I put too much on my nose. A little too much on my nose. That's okay. The next thing I do is I use brow soap on my brows. I just got this a while ago. I have this tinted brow soap that I got from Amazon. It was only like $4. Yes, it's very dirty. Don't judge. Okay, so now I add a bit on the spoolie. And I just use that on my brows just to make them a bit darker and make them stay. I already added water to it previously, so that's why I just put it on immediately. And sometimes I fill in that little bit right there. That happened to me because when I was in middle school, I decided to be a dumb middle school student and shave off a piece of my eyebrow. So that is why I have a bald spot right there. Now my next step is to add a highlight. I have the Wet n Wild. Yeah, I live by the police station, so if you guys hear cops or ambulances, that is why. Sorry about that. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Golden Flower Crown. It's broken. I broke it on accident. So I grab a bit. I use my fingers for most of my makeup because I feel like it makes it look more natural. The fingers are tools that brushes can never be. Because I have a lot of brushes, but I find my fingers to be better. And then I add a bit on my nose bridge. And a bit on the tip of my nose. And what's left over, I use it on my widow's peak. Not my widow's peak, what am I saying? I don't know what it's called. And that is a highlight. And the next thing I'm going to do is curl my lashes, add mascara, and put on my lip gloss. And that is my whole makeup look. So now I'm going to curl my lashes. But I'm going to do that with facing my mirror because I don't want to poke an eye out. After I curl my lashes, I just run my finger through it a bit like this to make them separate. Because I dropped my spoolie and I lost it. Because I have a specific spoolie for my eyelashes. Then I grab my mascara. I just use this Super Lash mascara by Apple. It's the Mexican brand. I just use it. I clean off the excess so I don't get that much mascara on my eyelashes. And I apply it. I try and focus more on the edge of my eyelashes to give it more of that like volume. I used to use the Essence Lash Princess, the green one, greenish bluish, I don't know. But I found that it would dry too much and it would like clump up, so I didn't really like it. So I went back to using the Mexican brand one. That is one eye complete. And now I'm gonna do my other eye. So now I'm done with my eyelashes. And now I'm going to do my lips. Okay, so I used to do this all the time. I used to do this pink and the brown on top, like my whole upper lip brown, this shade. And I used to use a similar pink shade to the lipstick I'm wearing. And I would use it to make my lips look like it had a line in the middle to make them look fuller. And I also have this darker brown. And I don't know if I should do what I usually used to do or what I do now. I think I'm just gonna do what I do now, which is I use a darker brown and just go a bit in the bottom of my lips like that, and then blend it out a bit with my fingers, smudge it out. Yeah, like that. And then I go over here. And that is my complete makeup look. I actually think I'm gonna make it look like the line in between them. Like that. Oh, I need to sharpen it. Like that. And that is my finished makeup look. My natural makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.